Welcome to Yury Experience, and today I want to talk to you about things that I know with my brain but I don't feel with my heart. Today's video will be a little bit more personal than I usually do, but I actually never told you that I will never do a personal video. That's actually the opposite to what I do. I do share my personal experience, but I haven't shared anything really personal up until now, and now we're slowly going in that direction. We will not go deep, but in that direction. I think overall the topic is clear. There are some things that I know about myself. I know that they are true. At least I assume that, because people told me that, I observe myself, I analyze myself. But when I try to consider my feelings, when I try to understand how do I feel about some situation, about something, about some part of my character or my life, I understand that my feelings are not same as my thoughts. That's what I want to talk about today. Let's go. Obviously, prior to going into the topic, I have to tell you that this is Yury Experience. I'm Yury here. I share my various experience about different topics. I make 2 videos per week, Mondays and Thursdays. I enjoy doing videos. I hope you will enjoy watching them. If you will enjoy this video, you can drop a like. You can also subscribe to the channel. Let's go. Let's be honest. A lot of how we think about ourselves is based on opinions of other people. Yes, we shall be more independent. That's actually what I preach on this channel. Let's be more independent of social opinion. Let's not feel, or let's try to avoid social pressure that society puts on us. And I do work in that direction. I do work on ignoring most of the societal pressure, or ignoring most of the opinions that I think are just wrong, and I hope they are wrong, or I think they are wrong, or other people have told me that they are wrong. I work on that, but I am not perfect. I cannot just completely throw something out of my mind and forget about that forever. No, sometimes some opinions are stuck in my mind, or sometimes I have like repetitive experience, what leads to me thinking that's actually true. Because in terms of experiment, if experiment shows repetitive results, then the probability of that experiment being true, or the theory behind the experiment being true, goes higher. Same with my life, kinda. I will give you 3 examples about how I think about myself and how a lot of people think about me, at least according to their words. But I don't always feel myself similarly to my thoughts. Example number 1, I am smart. I assume I am smart. I achieved a lot during my life that actually kinda proves that I am smart. I don't try to say that I have a lot of wisdom, that I'm an intellectual person, but I'm kinda smart. I'm a quick thinker. I can deal with a lot of problems, with different problems. I can solve different problems, and not only in one field, but in various fields. Also, I have good education. I have a master's degree in medical physics, which is not a really easy degree. It wasn't very difficult for me, but based on my knowledge, for a lot of people, it's a difficult thing to get. Except for that, I know 4 languages. It's also not something that every person does. I gathered various experiences, and a lot of them have to do with knowledge, have to do with skills, and have to do with being able to gather information quickly. And I personally associate that with being smart. Also, I had good grades, like all the time. I personally don't think that grades represent how good you are in the subject, but I still managed to get them, which means that I have understanding how to get good grades. It maybe doesn't mean that I know enough about subjects, but I know how to work for grades. And I think it is kind of a smart thing. I'm not sure about that. Obviously, also a lot of different friends of mine told me during different parts of my life that I'm a smart person, that I can do a lot, that I am the person that I think I am. But I don't feel myself as being smart. First, I always know that I don't know enough. It doesn't matter what topic we are talking about, I always know, and this is something that is, I don't know whether it is connected to being smart or not connected to that, but I always know that I don't know enough. I maybe know more than many people, many other people, because these people didn't have any experience with the subject. Maybe I know more than them, but I still don't know enough. And since I don't know enough, it is difficult for me to call myself smart in that subject. Another part, I made a video about that, if I'm not mistaken. I don't like calling myself smart. And I think it is a wrong thing, because I think that I am smart, I assume that I am smart, but I don't like doing it. And I think it is like societal pressure, it is parental pressure, it is pressure of like close relatives and friends that I had during some periods of my life when I was growing up, where saying that you are smart, that you are good, that you are like really proficient wasn't a good thing. It was being narcissistic, being egoistic, and it was associated with something bad. And now I literally cannot connect myself with the word because of that connection that was at that point. Obviously, during like my worst moments or like deeper moments, I completely disregard everything that I achieved. Yes, I achieved a lot. I managed to do a lot, and not all people in my age, like I'm 27 right now, not all of the people achieved what I achieved, and most of the people didn't, even in the countries where I lived in. I completely disregard it. When I really feel down, like small depression scale, no, it doesn't matter. It's no, you are not enough. Second example, attractiveness. I consider myself kinda attractive person. I wouldn't call myself unattractive. I think I have quite a good style. I'm not really good, like perfect in style, but I have kinda good style. I pick clothes that fit me, or I find friends or relatives that help me with that. I also have some grooming game. I have beards that I know how to take care of. I have hair that I know how to take care of. I smell good all the time, or at least not bad all the time. I know how to accessorize. I have a rather good body. I don't have a lot of fat. I have a lot of muscles. Like, I'm strong, not power man strong, but still I'm kind of a strong person also for my size. And I have charisma, and if we are talking about attractiveness overall, not only on an intimate level, intimate scale, but also in terms of friendships and whatnot, and basic relationships, being charismatic is something that is extremely important. It's almost more important than being conventionally attractive. Not enough, but still almost. But I don't feel myself attractive. I feel myself below average, like average at best, I think. And this feeling is based on my personal life. It's based on what relationships I had with opposite sex, and I'm a heterosexual person, and what relationships I had with other people, and how long or during which period I managed to maintain these relationships, or these people were interested in me for that kind of relationship. And from that experience with various people, I've never managed to think, at least until recently, that I can be an attractive person. Like, I didn't. Was never told me. That's the point where, like, this whole societal opinion that people around you can create, where it completely works in a way that it doesn't exist, you know? People have never told me that, which is why I've never considered that to be true. And I know that there are people who find me attractive, not only in some sexual level, but also like overall, an attractive personality maybe. But most of them, again at least until recently, have never told me that. And it is something that bothered me, or at least started to bother me at some point, when I realized how little I managed to do in my personal life, although how high my targets are, how high my goals are. It started to hurt. I do understand that I am not that bad looking, or I do have charisma. I know how to put words together in a nice way and be kind of funny if it is needed. But somehow it's not enough. Again, this whole sentence, it's not enough. I'm not enough. I think it's something that comes as a red line through all my thoughts or feelings, rather feelings actually. The third example will be a little bit more different, and it is about singing, dancing and rhythm feeling. And I know that I have a lot of experience with that. I sang in 4 choirs or something like that, maybe even more, in different countries, in different languages. I play 2 instruments. I play piano and I play guitar. During one part of my life I took dancing classes, and also I participated in musicals at least twice, actually 3 times. So I'm not really bad. Like, I do have a feeling for that. I sing in a band. Like, people somehow understood that I can be a singer in a band, and people listen to me when we are talking about band stuff. But I feel myself extremely uncomfortable when I need to sing or dance alone. Partially it comes again from this feeling of I'm not enough. I'm not good enough to just sing. I'm not good enough to just play for other people. I'm not good enough for that. Another part comes from my theater experience, from my musical experience back in Russia. And there my director, or our director, told me that I don't have an interesting voice. Since then she told me a couple of compliments. She isn't a person for a lot of compliments, but she did tell me some of them. But somehow exactly that sentence remained with me for many years. And that is something that I worked against. I battled against. I tried to beat this opinion in my mind and throw it away. I went and took vocal coaching. Like, I even did that too, because I want to throw that opinion away. I wanted to bring that courage back in me. But still, even after the whole experience that I made, that I know that I can sing, I know I have rhythm, I know I can dance, like maybe not as a perfect dancer, but to some degree, still, I don't feel like it. Like, if people will ask me, I will probably say, I'm okay, I'm fine, I'm good, at its best. And I will think twice or thrice, or however it needs to be thought about, prior to singing or dancing in a new situation, like in new context. Because no. These are just some of examples that came to my mind first. If you want to know more, you can write a comment, Yury, what are other things that you are scared of, or other things that you don't feel? I will tell you about that. And if you have some stuff that is bothering you personally, write in the comments. Maybe you will find people who think similarly, or maybe I have similar experience and I will share it with you also in the comments. Except for that, I hope you enjoyed the video. Drop a like, subscribe, have a great week, and I see you on Thursday.